take a look. Let's light it up!
Try not to enjoy this too much.
I'm going in! Take it easy.
Here comes the catch. Come a little closer. You're in for a little...
Race you! Out of the frying pan,
Heep, heep. Come a little closer.
Teamwork is dreamwork. Adventure time.
Let's spark things up a little. You're in for a little shock. Come a little...
Busted.
You're in for a little shock.
Gotcha.
You're in for a little shock.
Why do they never miss? Everybody stand back. Game's up. Fun's over.
You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock.
Busted. Let's light it up.
Scuba, get them!
Try not to enjoy this too much.
No excuse for slacking.
Come a little...
Nice and spicy!
I'm going in.
No slacking
Gotcha.
on. Not breaking a sweat.
Things are about to get dicey.
It isn't time for a break.
Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock.
My duty.
Out of the frying pan, into the pot!
Let's end this quickly. Almost.
You're in for a little shock.
Quietly now.
It's time.
Let's light it up.
Scuba, get them!
Come a little closer.
Eat this!
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
You're in for a little shock.
Gotcha. Let's light it up. Game's up. Fun's over.
Let's end this quickly.
Come a little closer.
Nice and spicy!
You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock.
Out of the frying pan,
Come a little closer. Let's spark things up a little.
Quietly now. Let's light it up.
nice and spicy!
Let's not waste time.
Everybody stand back. Gotcha.
Almost.
Let's light it up.
Scuba, get them! Hey, yeah!
You're in for a little
Let's end
shock.
this quickly.
Come a little closer. Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock.
I guess this is it.
Oh my.
This blinding sunlight is such a pain. No way I can get a nap in this weather.
Mondstadt welcomes you.
Take it easy. Take it easy. Ad Astra app. Thank you for completing.
Which should I choose? Haven't you anything suspicious is going on? Could they be hiding? Let's see what we can find. These electro monuments look a little suspicious. Yikes! A huge lava drill! Was it drawn out by the electro energy?
Things are about to get dicey.
You've come a little closer.
I'm going in! Off we go!
You're in for a little shock. Try not to enjoy this too much. Don't be such a brute.
That's gonna hurt in the morning. Yeah! Let's light it up!
Heavy water!
Busted!
He'd come a little closer. You're in for a little shock. You're in for a little shock.
Everybody stand back! Let's...
You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock.
Phew! Glad that's over. As monsters go, that one was It doesn't make any sense. Anyway, the good thing is that it's over now. We should probably get going. Huh? Tepe, what are you doing here?
Wow. I just got back from delivering some...
Are you alright there, buddy?
I'm fine. On my way past, I heard that someone... if there'd been some real danger, I might have had the chance to be the hero.
Tepe, don't you think there's...
Now that you mention, it could be that the Tatar...
Urabashi?
A god. Look.
Ah! It's a gigantic snake skeleton! Oh, it looks terrifying!
Orobashi was the one who brought our ancestors from Enkanomiya up to the surface. That's the origin of the Watatsumi. Our ancestors regarded it as a guardian deity. But during the Archon War, Orobashi invaded Yashiori Island. The Raiden Shogun came out in person and slew Orobashi with the Muso no Hitotachi. That same slash also formed what later became known as Musojin Gorge.
The Raiden Shogun created Musojin Gorge in one slash? Wow, that's pretty incredible!
Yes, but the Archon War was brutal. And Yashiori Island was completely destroyed during that battle. They say the Shogun lost something very dear to her along the way, too. Since Orobashi's death, there has always been some animosity between Watatsumi Island and the Shogunate, but our different beliefs have nothing to do with why the resistance was formed. We only rose up to fight against the Vision Hunt Decree. When Orobashi attacked civilization, the Shogun stood up and put a stop to it. But now that the Shogun is stripping people of their ambitions with the Vision Hunt Decree, it's time for someone to stand up and stop the Shogun. All right, I'm heading back. You should report back to San... Hey, don't...
Tepe's sure made some big progress if he's already dealing with Shogunate samurai. Paimon can hardly believe it. Let's report back to Kokomi.
Why not keep me company for a while?
Kokomi, we're back! Oh, look, Goro's here. What happened?
Approximately how many people are exhibiting these symptoms?
I haven't had the chance to do a full count.
Kokomi, Goro...
Recently, some of our soldiers started showing symptoms of accelerated aging. I called them in for questioning and found out they'd privately acquired some secret weapons from our sponsor. Most of them are highly ambitious types, vehemently opposed to the Vision Hunt decree. They've been using these new weapons secretly since getting a hold of them.
So that's why the war has been... Goro, have you managed to acquire one of these weapons? Do you know something about this?
So that means our secret sponsor is the Fatui?
But why would the Fatui do this? Forget that. There's no time. Right now, we need to inform the whole army to cease using their delusions and meet all soldiers who have shown symptoms are to be taken for treatment.
Wait a second. Speaking of soldiers with symptoms... No! Let's go check...
Oh. Just a moment. Let me get up. Oh, right. Yeah. I haven't had time fighting the show. If only I were stronger still. It wasn't long. They gave it to me and said that as long it's just like a delusion. Oh God. So, what's the difference between a delusion and... Gosh. Well, I suppose it's not too surprising that a mysterious weapon I've been getting more and more tired. At first, I'd find this is a real shame. Guess I didn't receive the favor of the gods after all. Hey. Would you do something when our uniforms are ready? Grab mine for me. What's that look for?
Tepe! Hey! Where are you going? Hey!
How's Tepe's condition? I have put out the order to... The vast majority are showing some loss of vitality, but... sadly, a few have been...
Your Excellency, I'm planning to establish a dedicated field hospital to monitor their condition. The soldiers are up in arms about the ban.
Okay. This whole fiasco is certain to be a blow to morale. What are your thoughts? No, it's... The Sakoku decree is still in force. So their delusions must be produced within Inazuma's board to organize and operate if we want to stop them. It's dangerous to go alone.
Your Excellency, given the... If we spend any longer amassing...
Very true. I gave this some thought while you were... Not many places meet these criteria. And if we take the locations where our soldiers receive their delusions into... I'm not going to stop you. We have lost too many courageous fighters already. I don't want to lose you too.
Huh? You mean to the delusion factory? Really? You aren't gonna think it over first? Fine.
even better than I imagined. It's my lucky day.
Come a little closer.
Let's move. Use this. You can't run! Well, neither can I.
Nice
Shouldn't get careless.
You're in for a little shock.
Here comes the catch.
Surrendering will be gentle. Come a little closer.
Just be done.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
You're in for a little shock.
This one's well done.
You're in for a little shock.
Roasted fried.
Come a little closer.
This is well done. But unfortunately,
You're in for a little shock.
Eat this!
Off we go.
Come a little closer.
some quiet.
Adventure time.
So, is this what delusions are made from? So much crystal marrow. Now where have we seen that? Wait a second. Are they getting this from Rito? So the Kanji Commission are...
Gotcha.
You can't run! You need to hurry up!
Blink.
Come on,
Well
get them!
done!
No! Did I ruin everything?
You're in for a little shock.
Busted. Things are about to get dicey.
Don't be such a brute.
Looks like I went too far.
The merrier.
Try not to enjoy this too much.
myself a little. Don't hit me! Dinner's gonna burn.
You're in for a little shock.
The more, the merrier.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Come a little closer.
Look at me. Just once.
Off we go!
This was well done!
You're in for a little shock. Come a little close.
Let's light it up!
Roasted fry!
Here comes the catch.
Unfortunate fault!
You're in for a little shock. You're in for a little shock.
Yikes! It looks dangerous. We'd better watch our step or we might get hit.
Intruder spotted! Do not let them impede the work of the Harbingers! You'll never get out of here alive!
Quietly now. Let's light it up!
Run! Stay right there.
Come a little closer.
We've only just begun. That all you got? It isn't time.
Busted. Let's light it up!
Send this quickly. You can't run. Well, waste time.
I always bounce back. Just watch me.
I see through you. No slacking off. Don't be a killjoy. We've only just begun.
My.
Teamwork is
run.
dreamwork.
Yep.
Time for a break here.
You're in for a little shock. Come a little close.
Be a killjoy. We've only just begun. No slacking off. Sing this quickly. Can't run.
You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer.
Not breaking a sweat. Let's not waste time. It isn't time for a break yet.
Game's up. Fun's over.
Don't be a killjoy. We've only just...
I knew I should have stayed home.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
It isn't time for a break yet. This should be fun. You can't run. Sing this quickly. No slacking off. Let's not waste time.
No. But the truth is still unknown.
That's gonna hurt in the morning. Adventure. I'm going in.
You can't run. It isn't time for a break yet.
Ow.
Nice and spicy!
That all you got? Don't be a killjoy. Sing this quickly. No slacking off.
Everybody stand back.
You can't run.
Let's light it up.
It isn't time for a killjoy. We've only just begun. You can't run. Well, you're trying.
You're toast!
Slacking off.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
Let's light it up. I'm going in.
Breaking a sweat. Sing this quickly. You. Don't be a killjoy. We've
Why
only
did it
just
never
begun.
miss?
It isn't time for a break yet. You can't run. Well, you're trying.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Slacking off. Don't be a killjoy. We've only just begun.
Adventure time.
That all you got? You can't
That's
run.
gonna hurt in the morning.
Well, it isn't time for a break yet. Don't be a killjoy.
Don't be such a brute.
This should be fun. You can't run. No slacking off.
Everybody stand
Not
back.
breaking a sweat. Don't be a
You're in for a
killjoy.
little
We've
shock.
only just begun. I see through you. It isn't time for a break yet. Let's not
Let's
waste
light it
time.
up.
Don't be a killjoy.
Why did it never
We've only
miss?
just This should be fun.
Adventure time.
No slacking off.
Eat this!
You can't run. Sing this quickly.
Let's light it up.
That all you got? Don't be a killjoy. We've
That's
only
gonna
just
hurt in the
begun.
morning.
It isn't time. I see through you.
Let's light it up.
You're really water!
Don't be a killjoy. We've
Benny's adventure team. I have failed you.
You can't run. Well, my duty. Almost.
My. Come a little closer.
Don't be a killjoy. We've only just begun.
Yeah.
That all you got? You can't run in this quickly. Try. Let's not waste time.
You. Yeah.
Come a little closer.
Joy, we've only just begun. You can't run. Well,
You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock.
be a killjoy. We've only just begun.
Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock.
Well,
Come a little closer.
be a killjoy. Only just begun. That all you got?
You're in for a little shock.
You can't run. Looks like it's time. Well, far.
Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer. You're in for a little
Off we go. Adventure time. Yeah.
Let's end this quickly.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Come a little closer. Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock.
Almost.
You.
Let's end this
Let's
quickly.
light it up. Off we go.
Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock.
This is bad.
Let's spark things up a little. You're in.
Let's light it up.
Now this idiot must have a death wish. Don't be intimidated. Lord Harbinger will be here soon.
Come a little closer.
Let's light it up. Off we go.
You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock.
This is Her Majesty's gift.
This was well done.
Everybody stand
You
back.
need to hurry up.
Come a little closer. Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer.
Here. Adventure time.
You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer.
Gotcha. Nice and spicy.
You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer.
Out of my sight. Let's light it up.
Gotcha. I'm the frying pan.
Come a little closer.
Flows through me. Winter.
You actually managed to find this place. Congratulations.
So, you're
Senora and child. I didn't know you and my two least reliable colleagues were acquainted. I'm the Balladeer. Number 6 of the Fatui Harbingers. Delighted to meet you. So many visitors today. To what do I owe the honor? Oh, so that's what this... I think you've got the wrong idea. I know how this looks. I'm obviously not the mastermind behind this. Aren't you supposed to be... You're getting all worked up over nothing.
How can you say this?
How can you call it anything more? It's the way of the world. They were always going to die. With or without a... Do you have any idea how useful the Vision Hunt decree is to us? It took a lot of work to make it happen. Good news is, our hard work is finally paying off. Generating conflict creates a big market for delusions. Now we just let them, for just a small price, they get the feeling of controlling the world.
So, the Fatui started the Vision Hunt?
From the outside, Inazuma looks pretty impenetrable. But on the inside, Eternity stretches things out over a long... Take your friend in the Resistance, for example. There's nothing you can do now. He's a lost cause, just like a bubble on the water. The more it takes from them, the more tightly they hold on to it. And the more...
Hey, calm down!
That's it. Just like that. Embrace the anger. Embrace it! The wrath of the gods fills this factory, and it feeds on your anger.
What's happening? Get up!
Repeat after me. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. Come on. Oh, you recognize me right away. Your brain seems relatively unscathed. It's just as well, really, with the amount of effort it took me to get you back here. Honestly, it was like you were glued to the ground back there.
Nico? Hyman's been wanting to ask you about something. How come you're acting so differently from when we...
Am I? Maybe it's because I had the other Shrine Maidens leave. Anyway, I've always been like this. People show you whatever side of themselves they want you to see. Every side of me is the real me. People just like to define things in all sorts of... This is a human society. At the moment, anyway. And I'm just doing as I please. Study humans a while longer, my little friend. You'll see what I mean.
Right! Paimon was so focused on the Traveler that Paimon didn't notice what you did to get Scaramouche off her back!
What if I told you it was a secret art from the Grand Narukami Shrine, and that I had the Balladeer down on his knees, begging for mercy in an instant? Would you believe me? Well, maybe you should be worrying less about that, and more about how exactly you're going to thank me, no? Maybe some of your neural circuitry is less intact than I thought. I didn't mean you had to be so formal about it. I need your actions, not your words. The delusions. They're still on your mind, aren't they? You needn't worry. The leader of Watatsumi Island took some troops to clear the place out. She's also issued a strict ban on the use of delusions across the whole army. With their stronghold exposed, I doubt the Balladeer is stubborn enough to try and retaliate now on his colleagues' behalf. I must say, I would relish the opportunity to watch the Fatui getting a taste of their own medicine. Well, anyway, that Songonomiya Kokomi, she really outdid herself this time. I'd love to have another chat with her again in person. But alas, belief systems can be such a hindrance sometimes.
A hindrance? Should you really be saying that as the Gucci of the Grand Shrine?
Anyway, I'm only telling you this to stop you worrying so that you can focus on something I need you to do for me. You've met her, right? I'm not talking about the puppet. I mean her. You've met her, yes? Yes, the true Raiden Shogun, who meditates endlessly in the plane of Euthymia to preserve her being. Her name is A.
Are you saying that the one we met at the ceremony was just a puppet? And the real Raiden Shogun is the one that the Traveler met later? And does that mean that when the battlefield changed, so did the opponent?
Because this is the Raiden Shogun's eternity. Before pursuing the eternity of her nation, she had to reach eternity for herself. Since the physical body will eventually turn to dust, she replaced hers with that of a puppet. And since the spirit is susceptible to erosion, she placed her consciousness inside her sword, where she remains in a meditative state, free from all disturbances.
So, that place that she carved open with her sword...
The plane of Euthymia. Essentially, the world inside her mind. A place that typically only allows her existence. She shuts herself off in her inner world, leaving all the affairs of the outside world to be dealt with by a puppet, who has a singular focus on the pursuit of eternity. This is the approach A has come up with for realizing eternity. You mean Morax? It's been a while since I last saw him. A surprising decision by Liyue's Archon. What a fascinating god he is.
It seems like the Raiden Shogun's approach solves the problem Zhongli was facing, though.
Perhaps. Or you could take the view that she's acting like a little child, throwing a temper tantrum and locking herself in her room. The grand notion of eternity she once held has long... And ultimately, her eternity is defined by fear. The fear of loss. The truth is, we are on the same side. You want to save the people of Inazuma from the Vision Hunt Decree. So do I. The key is that the plane of Euthymia represents A's inner world. Defeat her there, and you may well have the chance to shake the Raiden Shogun's will.
So this is your plan? To abolish the... Not by talking her out of it, or through an armed resistance, but by, hopping inside the Raiden Shogun's inner world?
You're a fast learner. In short, this is the last chance to get Inazuma back on track. Otherwise, Don't you realize how special you are? Remember, The plane of Euthymia is a space where only she is allowed to exist. The fact that you could appear there tells us one crucial thing, that you have piqued her interest. Perhaps it's because she has never seen an individual who is so unpredictable.
Has no one else ever been in there?
None. No one has seen the devotee of eternity since she shut herself away. In fact, no one even knows what it looks like in there. Your existence is more than just an opportunity.
Wait, you're leaving? Where are you going?
Anti-Raiden Shogun training. I've prepared a special program just for you. Come along.
I've got to think of a way to save Gorda Village.
gonna do it here? And what's this
Think of it as a catalyst that can reproduce the Raiden Shogun's combat moves. I made it from my own. It'll give you a chance to figure out her moves in advance and come up with a counter strategy. The aim is to try to not get hit by the attacks. Since you've escaped certain death at her hand once already, I presume this shouldn't be more than you can handle. What's stopping you? Not Hmm?